Lauder. 2 quick outs for the Guardians in this top half of the first inning. Now that'll bring up Jose Ramirez, and obviously Hughes, a youngster with a lot of potential, but still feeling the effects of coming off of Tommy John surgery that cost him a season 2 years ago. As he peers in, winds it up. Here's his pitch to Ramirez. And it's down low for ball 1. But that velocity, 93 or 92 miles an hour or so with the hard stuff, you figure that'll pick up as he gets further away.
Yeah, they say he's adding velocity, and 93, boy, I would have taken that back in the day.
The 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1 on Ramirez. Isn't that amazing? The velocity ticks up.
Increase. All through the minor leagues, college, high school.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball, left field. Cruising after it is Veen, and he makes the catch. And there's a strong inning for Gabriel Hughes, setting the Guardians out in order in the top half of the first inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Guardians nothing, the Rockies coming up.
Are you ready to join a winning team? Like the Guardians, SwageLock is proud to call Northeast Ohio home. As a leading manufacturer of fluid system solutions, our products can be found all over the world. We are one of the largest employers in the Cleveland area and an award-winning workplace. Discover where stability meets opportunity with a career at SwageLock. We're hiring and invite you to explore open jobs at jobs.swagelock.com. That's jobs.swagelock.com.
Hi, I'm Pat Moran, owner of Window World and a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Today's game is brought to you by another winning team, Window World. We're family-owned right here in Ohio, and for more than 23 years, we've been providing you with quality windows, doors, siding, and gutters professionally installed, backed by a lifetime warranty, and always at a great price. So let's hit a grand slam together and call the Window World team at 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD or visit windowworld.com for a free in-home estimate.
At Cleveland Clinic, the mission is to create a healthier world. So you give every life the best chance to thrive. You tackle health issues at the root of their cause. You go beyond your walls to make theirs a little safer. And when it's all said and done, you reinvest everything to keep bettering the world. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
Hey Guardians fans, are you thinking of consolidating your debt with a home equity loan? With the average homeowner having over $200,000 of home equity, hit it out of the park with Union Home Mortgage, the official mortgage partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender, NMLS number 2229.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
Tanner Bybee on the mound tonight for the Guardians. Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. He'll face Jake McCarthy leading it off for Colorado. And the first pitch from Bybee misses inside for ball 1. McCarthy hitless last night, but having an outstanding season in his first with Colorado after an off-season trade coming over from Arizona. Here's the 1-0 from Bybee. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1 on McCarthy. Tanner Bybee, the 27-year-old out of Laguna Hills, California, 6'2", 215. On the mound tonight for start number 27. Here's his 1-1. Swung on, foul back, and out of play. So it's 1-2 on McCarthy. Bybee is 4-13. An ERA of 4.01. Averaging just about 6 innings a start. 7 strikeouts and 2.5 walks per 9 innings. The 1-2 swung on, fouled back into the net, and we'll do it again. And you talk about a pitcher one-loss record-wise who has really struggled with very little run support. That's a big reason why that record is what it is here in late August. Here comes the 1-2 from Tanner Bybee. And it's upstairs for a ball, 2-2.
And for me, what stands out for Tanner is 2 things. The long ball, he's given up a bunch of them, but also 15 quality starts, so it hasn't really hurt him that bad.
Here comes his 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul, straight back and out of play. Now 25 home runs allowed. Second most in the American League, tied with his teammate Gavin Williams, who's having a good year. Athletics' Jeffrey Springs has allowed 29. He leads the American League. But you're right, they haven't hurt him badly. It keeps the walks down. That helps. The 2-2. That's upstairs for ball 3. McCarthy led off the game last night with a first inning walk. And later came around to score, giving the Rockies a brief lead. Now the 3-2. Swung on, and that's tapped to the third base side. And with the shift on, this will be an infield single for Jake McCarthy as it's picked up by Ramirez, who doesn't even bother to make the throw. So a leadoff single on just a jam shot. Good pitch by Bibee.
Yeah, great pitch, and Ramirez was playing over in the shortstop spot. No chance to...
Payoff pitch from Bibee. Outside, ball 4. A walk to Carrig, and now the Rockies have runners at first and second for the cleanup hitter, T.J. Rumfield. You know, we heard Stephen Vogt talking about it on the warm-up show, and he mentioned it last night. You never want to walk hitters, especially so here.
Yeah, and he said last night, you know, Cantillo walked a few too many guys to stay around.
Rumfield looks at ball 1 upstairs. 7 walks allowed by Guardians pitching last night, and the way the ball flies here, the vast expanse in the outfield, so much room out there, a lot of base hits. You don't want extra runners on base. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1 on Rumfield. Leading the team in runs batted in with 60. And his .291 batting average among the best in baseball for rookies. Big left-handed hitter. Here's the 1-1. And that missed inside. 2-1 the count. With Bibee, you have the 4-seam and the 2-seam fastball as well as the cutter. And then the curve, changeup, slider. Here comes his 2-1. After the long set, here it comes. Swung on, popped up foul, out of play, third base side.
On that pitch, Bibee held the ball. McCarthy was bouncing around to second, trying to get a bigger lead. Stared at him until finally he set his feet. And if a base runner doesn't have some momentum when the pitch is being released, odds of stealing base are very little.
2-2 the count on Rumfield. The set and the pitch. Outside and high, ball 3. So another full count. Bibee's pitch count here in the first inning. And there's only 1 out, already at 23 pitches. We saw Joey Cantillo make more than 30 in the first inning last night. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the cutter. 2 down. That brings up Kyle Karros, rookie third baseman. Yet another rookie in this lineup filled with them. Second generation major leaguer. His dad, Eric Karros, fine career with the Los Angeles Dodgers, 13 seasons. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, strike on the outside corner.
I've always thought that sons of former major league players, their biggest advantage is when they walk on the field, they look like a big leaguer right away.
There comes the 0-1 to Karros. Swung on, popped it up foul down the right side and out of play. Well, his dad hit 284 career home runs. And an outstanding career, mainly with the Dodgers, a couple of other teams, Cubs at the end. They grew up in Southern California. Did the Karros kids. And Kyle, like his dad, went to UCLA. Big right-handed hitter. Open stance. Here comes Bibey's 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced back to the mound. Bibey has it. He'll underhand flip it to first in time for the out, and the side is retired. So Bibey holds the Rockies off the scoreboard in the first inning, and we'll head to the second. No score in Denver.
Celebrating 50 years of impact, Ohio University's Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine leads the way from Cleveland to communities across our great state as the #1 producer of primary care doctors in Ohio. Learn more at ohio.edu/medicine.
It happens every night. The clock strikes dinner, and suddenly it's all you can think about. What's for dinner? That's when you think Stouffer's. Rich, cheesy lasagna, freshly made stuffed peppers, and creamy, comforting mac and cheese. Made with quality ingredients and ready when you are. Dinner solved. When the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's.
Looking for endless summer adventure? We've got you covered. Snag your season pass to Kalahari Resorts and unlock access all summer long. Plus, take advantage of exclusive perks and discounts. Whether you're sliding down the Tullis water slide or lounging around the pool, there's fun for all ages. 2 water parks, 1 pass. Visit KalahariResorts.com/Ohio to purchase your pass today. At Kalahari, every season is water park season.
Racing back is Quan, reaching out on a dead sprint, makes the catch, slams into the wall, loses his cap, but not the baseball.
Bring the whole family to Progressive Field when the Guardians face the Royals on Sunday, August 30th. It's the final kids' fun day of the summer. Come down early for face painters, mascot performances, and nonstop ballpark fun. Plus, all kids can take the field after the game for Run the Bases, presented by Cleveland Clinic Children's. Grab your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
81 degrees tonight here in Denver, and our game time temperature was brought to you by Gusto. Hire, pay, and grow your team with Gusto. Joe Adell to lead it off in the second inning. No score. Gabriel Hughes, the right-hander, delivers, and his fastball misses down low for ball 1. Adell had a good night at the plate last night with 2 hits. Drove in a run. Been a nice boost to this lineup. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. And Scott, I know you were impressed last night. You like how quiet he is in that batter's box.
Yeah, very quiet. Very little stride, hand movement.
The 1-1, up high, 2-1.
And I think it's just much harder when a guy doesn't have a lot of moving parts to find a weakness, to get him out on his front foot when they don't move their front foot much.
Here's the 2-1 from Hughes. Swung on and fouled back. 2-2 the count. Well, Adell, overall this season, including his time with the Angels, batting .237, 19 homers, 3 have come with Cleveland. 74 runs driven in, 12 have come since joining the Guardians in just 15 games, so that's an immediate impact. 6 of those came in one game earlier this week against the Giants back home. That was his new career high for a single game. The 2-2, low and outside, breaking ball, 3-2. Gabriel Hughes, big guy. And he's pitching on his birthday today, 25. His next pitch is swung on and missed. Adell down on strikes. First strikeout for Hughes. 1 down. So far, nothing out of the ordinary from Gabriel Hughes. Just that quality 4-pitch mix for the 6'4", 238-pound right-hander out of Anchorage, Alaska. Here's the pitch to Nathaniel Lowe, and it's up high for ball 1.
I was a little surprised when I saw he was born in Alaska. I thought, well, he has to be the only one that's made it to the big leagues, but there's 12 born in Alaska.
The 1-0 is chopped foul at home plate. Short season up there for baseball.
Yeah, play at midnight when the sun never sets.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that's swung on and pulled foul. Now his family had moved to Idaho by the time he reached high school, and then he got on the radar for major league teams with his work at Gonzaga. Outstanding career pitching at Gonzaga. And the Rockies made him a first-round pick. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on, ground ball near the middle, but the second baseman's there. Castro, backhand pickup, and he throws him out at first. Nice play by Willie Castro for the second out in the inning. No score. Angel Hanau will step in. And we should remind you that the first 4 innings of our games each night feature the Conrads Score 4, Win 4 New Tires contest. Here's the pitch to Hanau, and he swings and pokes it foul, first base side. Our contestant tonight is Richard Polburn of Richmond Heights. He will win a set of 4 Bridgestone tires courtesy of our friends at Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care if the Guardians can score 4 runs in any of the first 4 innings. The 0-1 outside for a ball, 1-1. If you would like to enter, visit econrads.com. And again, Richard Polburn of Richmond Heights, our contestant tonight in the Conrads Score 4, Win 4 New Tires contest. Here's the pitch. Hanau takes it down low for a ball, and it's 2-1. What a start to the major league career for Angel Hanau, batting .320 in his first 14 games with a home run and 3 runs driven in. The 2-1 swung on, and he chops it right side. It dies near the first base bag, and no one can pick it up. Hanau is safe with an infield single on a chopper that never did make it off the infield grass on that first base side.
And that's what speed will do to infielders and the pitchers. They know it's not an average runner. They got to run. They got to try and make a crazy flip and get rid of it. And speed does that to people, and that's how we get our first base runner here.
Now Travis Bazzana steps in, hot off a 4-hit night last night. 3 runs batted in. Here's the pitch to him, and it's outside for ball 1. Boy, and all came down to the approach last night for Travis Bazzana, staying up the middle, and that worked extremely well. 4 singles, 2 to center, 1 to left, 1 to right. Here's the 1-0. He swings and bounces it near the middle, but right to the shortstop. Carrick had him played perfectly. He steps on the bag for the force, and the side is retired. So we head to the bottom half of the second inning. Still no score. Guardians and Rockies in Denver.
The best could always be talking to Bob Feller, a man that faced Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
The Guards face the Royals on August 29th, and 15,000 fans will receive a throwback 1936 Bob Feller jersey, courtesy of Franklin University. Tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Every small business owner dreams of hitting a home run. For me, that home run was finding Gusto, the online payroll and benefits software built for small businesses. Gusto is all-in-one, remote-friendly, and covers all your bases. You can pay, hire, onboard, and support your team from anywhere with unlimited payroll runs and no surprise fees. Go to gusto.com today and see why over 500,000 small businesses call Gusto their MVP. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Your life's on your phone. Your vehicle should be too. When you download the Spitzer VIP app, convenience is #1. View vehicle health. Get important alerts. Schedule service in seconds. Earn reward points. Plus, new vehicles come with complimentary oil changes and a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. It's all trackable in the Spitzer VIP app. From GPS to live chat support, 100% convenience is here 24/7. Download today. Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer. Proud sponsor of the Guardians.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Hey, Guardians fans, Medical Mutual cares about the health and well-being of Ohioans like you. That's why they offer high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual, Medicare, and employer plans, visit medmutual.com/Guardians. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
The Bloom Daddy Show. People want it. Monday afternoon at 3. We will continue giving it to you on WTAM 1100.
Willie Castro leads things off for Colorado in the bottom half of the second inning. Scoreless game as Tanner Bybee goes back to work for Cleveland. The veteran right-hander lets it fly. And a changeup has Castro out front for strike one. Castro was signed in the offseason, and he's batting .264 with 14 home runs, 53 runs driven in. Switch hitter playing second base tonight. The 0-1 down low, 1-1 the count. It all started with Cleveland. He was signed as a free agent back in 2013. Worked his way up through the farm system. The 1-1 swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. But before he ever made it to the major leagues, he was traded to the Tigers, made his debut with Detroit. Since then, he's been with Minnesota, the Cubs, and now the Rockies. And one of those players who plays everywhere. Here's the 1-2. He tried to check it. The pitch was up high, and he did check it as they appealed to Nate Tomlinson, the third base umpire, and he said check swing. No score, bottom of the second, on a warm evening in Denver. There's a swing and a miss on the 2-2 pitch. Good breaking ball that time.
It was a great breaking ball. It's the cutter, and it only didn't go down. The right to left movement on it too, just really a good angle. Almost impossible to lay off that cutter with two strikes.
Now Troy Johnston, the DH, did not play last night. Here's the pitch to him. And it's outside for ball one. Batting .280 with 3 homers, 44 driven in. Now that's the key for Bybee. He'll throw a fastball, some variety of a fastball, more than 50% of the time. Whether it's the cutter, the 2-seamer, or the 4-seamer. The 1-0. Swung on, popped him up high in the air. Foul first base side, maybe a play? No, ends up in the seats, not by much. So it's 1-1. And when you talk about breaking stuff, the curves, the sliders, the cutters, they're just not going to move as much in the thin air here in Denver. And I know you had a chance to visit with Carl Willis a little bit.
Yeah, they've talked about it, before they got here, during guys' bullpens here. It's been a process.
The 1-1 is down low, 2-1.
They've actually skipped a bullpen here because they didn't want a guy to do his bullpen here, and then they did one early to let a guy that's going to start here tomorrow. They wanted him to throw here, so they get a feel.
The 2-1 is lined into center field, a base hit for Troy Johnston. So a one-out base runner for the Rockies. Yeah, Foster Griffin threw his bullpen yesterday, and they wanted to make sure he had a chance to do that as he'll pitch tomorrow. And a lot of breaking stuff from him, so they wanted to make sure he had a chance to have at it. But Joey Cantillo last night, they said about a 4-inch less break on his curveball. He was still effective, but it is noticeable for sure. Now Brett Sullivan, the catcher. The pitch to him. Swung on, and he lifts it high in the air to right, deep. Back is Adele near the track. He makes the catch. Tagging but holding is Johnston. 2 down in the inning.
Held my breath a little bit on that one, Rosie. Here in Colorado, if you hear any kind of solid contact, you never know. And that ball got to about, 325 feet? Maybe 25 more.
And in a lot of ballparks, Adele's back to the wall right there, but not here. It's 350. Down the line in right and branches out to 375 in the alley. So it's much deeper. And that'll keep the home runs in check to some extent. But then with that ground to cover in the outfield, it opens things up for a lot of extra base hits, a lot of singles that fall in front of outfielders who are playing deep. Zach Veen, the rookie, steps in, number 9 hitter. Long hold by Bybee. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Veen, in his first 8 games in the major leagues, is 5 for 19, but 2 of those 5 hits have been home runs. He's driven in 7. Another one of those top young prospects that's now in the major leagues for Colorado. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And it's 0-2 on Veen. Ultra aggressive on 2 off-speed pitches from Tanner Bybee.
Yeah, that's the thing. Guys in the minor leagues put up huge numbers, and they get here, and now you're facing major league arms with major league repertoires every night.
Here's Bybee's 0-2. It's down low and inside, and it gets past Patrick Bailey back to the screen, and that will allow Johnston to move up to second. That's a wild pitch on Tanner Bybee. And the Rockies in this scoreless game have a runner in scoring position. Veen is 24 years of age. He's out of Port Orange, Florida. First round pick in 2020, 9th overall. Bybee's pitch to him, fastball up, and the count's now 2-2. He did make his major league debut a year ago, but still has that rookie status. Big left-handed hitter. The 2-2 from Bybee. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the off-speed. Good changeup from Tanner Bybee. Strikes out Veen. Side retired. We head to the 3rd. No score. Guardians and Rockies in Colorado.
With reimagined exhibits, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History invites you to experience science and nature. Select local cities visit free every weekend as part of the Jack Joseph and Morton Mandel Community Days. Go to cmnh.org.
More flavors, more indulgence, more reasons to choose Perry's ice cream. Richer, creamier, real ice cream in every scoop makes Perry's a home run combination. Whether you're watching the Guardians at home or at the ballpark. From curated classics to bold originals and everything in between, Perry's has a flavor for you. Make every day a winner and treat yourself to Perry's at Progressive Field or find us at your local retailer today. Perry's is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Don't bust your knuckles, bust your nuts with PB Blaster. The #1 selling penetrant since 1957. It uses a unique capillary action that creeps up and around threads and cavities to break free rusted and corroded parts. Then it protects against further rust and corrosion. Use it on automotive, industrial, marine, plumbing, and other equipment. Blaster Corporation offers a full line of professional-grade products that are formulated to penetrate, lubricate, loosen, fix, and conquer each job. Use Blaster products and work it like a pro.
The next pitch, DeLauder hammers one high, deep to right. There she goes, halfway up the bleachers and right.
Nothing beats a summer Friday night under the ballpark lights. Catch the Guardians and Royals on Friday, August 28th, featuring Sugardale Dollar Dogs, $2 Miller Lite pregame, and Phantom fireworks after the final out thanks to Hyundai. Plus, 10,000 fans will take home a throwback 1970s t-shirt thanks to Cleveland State University. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Hi, it's Bill Wills. We'll talk about the series with Tom Hamilton Monday morning, 8:45, WTAM, 1100.
Guardians and Rockies, no score as Patrick Bailey steps in to lead it off for Cleveland. Top of the 3rd, Hughes fires a strike on the outside corner. And so far, Gabriel Hughes has been all over the corners, changing speeds well. Guardians with just 1 base runner. Here's the 0-1. Bailey takes it down low for a ball. 1-1 to count. Bailey hit his 7th home run of the season last night, a 3-run shot that put the game away late. Overall batting .193 with 7 homers, 29 driven in. And he swings and lines one to center, cruising after it and making the running catch is McCarthy for the first out in the inning. And this is the Hyundai Grand Slam giveaway inning. Guardians hit a grand slam here in the third. Heather Sabula of Hiram, Ohio, wins a Hyundai Kona, courtesy of your Northern Ohio Hyundai dealers. You want to get in on that action? Visit HyundaiGrandSlam.com to enter for your chance to win. Good luck, Heather. Number 9 hitter, Petey Halpin steps in, lines one to the second baseman. Castro barely asked to move to make the catch of that soft liner. 2 quick outs for the Guardians here in the third.
Have they given away a Hyundai yet this season?
Not this season. We did a year ago.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan steps in. I know you're always up for a good practical joke. Here's the pitch to Kwan, who shows bunt, takes a strike on the inside corner. A couple of years ago, Andres Jimenez was with the team, and he hit a grand slam in the giveaway inning. And his teammates told him that he won the car. Here's the 0-1. Low and in, 1-1. So he was asking around, where is it? Where do I pick it up? Who has the keys? Right out of the Scott Bales playbook. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Don't you have to have practical jokes, though, to get through a season?
Have to. I mean, it's a very monotonous career if you don't.
The 1-2. Chopped over the mound, but charging is the shortstop. Carrick gloves, throws in time at first. And Hughes continues to roll. He sets him down in order in the third. We head to the bottom of the inning. Guardians nothing, the Rockies nothing.
Hi, Max the Bald Eagle from Marathon here. We asked people if they could do an impression of me. Have a listen.
You can save up to $1 a gallon with the Marathon Rewards app.
That last one was pretty good. Marathon, where fun runs on full.
Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off selected paints and stains August 14th through the 24th. Shop in store or purchase online for delivery. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Make WTAM 1100 a preset on our free iHeartRadio app and listen to Guardians Baseball.
Jake McCarthy leads things off again for Colorado at the top of their lineup. He opens the third inning facing Tanner Bybee in a scoreless game. Here's the pitch, and McCarthy takes it upstairs for ball one. McCarthy hails from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Played his college ball at the University of Virginia. Was a tremendous high school football player. The 1-0, down low 2-0. And in northeastern Pennsylvania, that's kind of like the state of Ohio when it comes to football. They take it extremely serious. The 2-0 pitch to McCarthy. It's swung on and chopped foul at home plate. He went to Scranton High School and set the school records for rushing yards in a career and a season. more than 2,000 rushing yards in a high school season. 351 in one game. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, and he drills it to right center. Halpin, though, goes back, makes the catch well shy of the warning track, and McCarthy's retired.
Yeah, I know Ohio football and Pennsylvania is huge, but I had a chance to go to a high school game when I played for the Rangers in Grapevine, Texas.
Oh, my.
30,000 people. I walked in, and I think it cost $20 25 years ago to go to the game. It was big time.
Mickey Moniak steps in. Here's the pitch. And Moniak drills it foul down the right side and out of play. Yeah, they might take it to another level. High school football in Texas.
The stadiums are beautiful and they're sold out, and they'll have a 60-person staff for security. We didn't have 300 people in high school.
The 0-1 misses outside. 1-1. Oh goodness, they made movies about Texas high school football and TV series. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, and that's popped up. Shallow right. Late start for Adele. Now he recovers and comes in. Makes the catch on the run. 2 up, 2 down. Still scoreless here in the third inning. And don't forget the Guardians and PNC Bank. They're going to bat for small business throughout the season. Join PNC Bank in honoring 6 local businesses for making a difference in the community. Cole Carrick, the batter, switch hitter, left side. Walked his first time up. Here's the pitch from Bybee. Outside, ball 1. Bybee had to work hard in that first inning. He made 27 pitches, but much more economical since, and he's really settling in nicely. Now the 1-0 delivery. Swung on and foul tipped. 1-1 to count.
One of my favorite things watching Tanner live, I've watched him on TV but you don't realize his pace. His pace is, I love a guy that just dictates the pace, and that's what Tanner does. He gets it, he throws it, no worries about the clock.
Here comes his 1-1 pitch to Cole Carrick. Fastball strike on the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Bybee, after just some minor command issues in that first inning, starting to really pound the strike zone now. Here comes his 1-2 delivery. Swung on and popped up high in the air to center. Easy play for P.D. Halpin. The center fielder makes the catch to retire the side in order. 3 complete at Coors Field in Denver. It's the Guardians nothing and the Rockies nothing on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Mitchell's Ice Cream, handcrafting ice cream for Cleveland since 1999. Made at our Ohio City kitchen using fresh ingredients from Northeast Ohio family farms and exceptional organic and fair trade ingredients from around the world. Stop into a Mitchell's or find us at your local grocer. More at mitchellshomemade.com.
Keep the summer fun going for the whole family in the roomy, new built-in-the-USA Toyota Grand Highlander. Now through August 31st during Toyota's national sales event, get 5.99 APR financing on any new 26 Grand Highlander or Grand Highlander Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Or take advantage of a customized lease just for you. And every new Toyota comes with no-cost maintenance included. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Rosie here. You know catchers are a lot like the Rose Home Service Program, always protecting home. The Rose Home Service Program keeps your home pest-free year-round. You can choose from 3 options, basic, advantage, or premium. Each addresses different needs, budgets, and comes with a dedicated technician. Pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Step to the plate and experience the magic of the Baseball Heritage Museum at League Park, the birthplace of Cleveland's rich and diverse baseball history. Explore Cleveland's 100-plus year Major League tradition, its connection to the Negro Leagues, featuring the Cleveland Buckeyes, the Latin and Hispanic influence, and the history of women in the game we love. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., perfect for a family outing or an afternoon of nostalgia. To learn more, visit baseballheritagemuseum.org today.
The Boom Daddy Show, Cleveland's afternoon news, talk, and sports. Monday afternoon starting at 3. WTAM 1100.
Well, we head to the fourth, still scoreless. Rockies with 2 hits, Guardians with 1. That's how good the pitching's been early. Gabriel Hughes goes back to work for Colorado. Chase DeLauder, the batter, and he takes a fastball down low for ball 1. DeLauder bounced to short his first time up. DHing tonight. They're trying to be careful with that hamstring that held him out of the lineup earlier this week. The 1-0. Down low, 2-0. He did play right field last night. But in this part, as David Fry said, visiting with him before the game, you can run a marathon on the right day. Here's the 2-0. Down low, 3-0. 2 years ago, Fry was playing left field, and I think every ball was hit his way, either in the gap, down the line, right to him. And he said he lost some weight that day. And at altitude, that's not easy. The 3-0. There's a strike on the inside corner, 3-1.
And you'll catch yourself. You know, you said you went out early this morning, took a walk. At a mile high, you don't think about it, you don't really feel it, but it can sneak up, and all of a sudden you're going,
The 3-1. Down low, ball 4. And DeLauder will walk on down to first base. Yeah, it takes a little. How long did it take for you to really get used to?
You know, for a year, we were coming out here all the time, you know, once a month, and we'd be here for 3 or 4 days, and I would never get it. But since we moved here, it took about 2 to 3 weeks, and I felt pretty good since.
Jose Ramirez, the batter. DeLauder at first. The pitch to Ramirez on the outside corner for a strike. Big output offensively last night. 9 runs, 14 hits for the Guardians. Jose was 0 for 5. They were able to get through without him. Back in there tonight. Here comes the 0-1. Down low. 1-1 the count. Ramirez fly to left his first time up. Guardians and Rockies, no score. Good crowd on this Saturday night here in Denver as it is filled in kind of late. They'll have a real nice crowd on hand as the 1-1 is up high, 2-1. And Scott, tomorrow I know that a lot of folks looking forward to a statue unveiling for Hall of Famer Larry Walker.
Yeah, Larry, and I got to see Larry play a lot after he left Colorado and went to St. Louis. And he's a massive guy and Hall of Fame career, no doubt.
The 2-1. Outside and high for ball 3 to Ramirez. And for the first time tonight, Gabriel Hughes is struggling with his command. Walked the leadoff hitter, Chase DeLauder. And now in a tough pitcher's count, Ramirez should get something good here. The 3-1. Off speed on the outside corner for a strike. Good curve. Hughes making just his 8th start of the season. The 3-2. Swung on a chopper right side on through. Base hit. DeLauder rounds second. He'll hold right there. He fell down. The throw comes behind him and then gets away from the infielder. It was the shortstop Carrick covering, but backing up on the play is the pitcher to prevent a further advance. So Ramirez with a base hit gives the Guardians runners at first and second, and for Jose Ramirez, he is now in sole possession of 5th place on the all-time franchise hits list. He had been tied with Charlie Jameson with 1,751, and it's almost nightly. Obviously not quite, but Jose Ramirez constantly moving up leaderboards, and he is again. Visit from the pitching coach as They want to settle things down here for Hughes.
And it seems like Jose coming back, I think everyone realizes, at least people around the stadium, his hand is still sore, is not fully healed, and he's learning how to hit with that soreness. And he knew what he needed to do there to get, first and third and nobody out. And boy, he's such a gamer the way or first and second. He's just learning how to do it. And, he's lost a little bit of power since that surgery. And that may not come back till next season when fully healthy, but he's going to find a way.
Well, he has helped set the table for Joe Adell, who struck out his first time up. No score, yet we're in the fourth. Hughes back to work. Here's his pitch. Swung on, and that's hammered. High and deep left field. Way on out of here. Home run, Joe Adell. And the Guardians take a 3-0 lead. Well, Adell hit the longest home run of his major league career on the last homestand. He may have surpassed it right there. My goodness.
It was impressive. And we mentioned leading into this inning, second time around, can be hard for a young pitcher when everyone's seen him already. And boy, the Guardians have turned this around.
450 feet the distance. Home run number 20 on the season for Joe Adell. Nathaniel Lowe steps in, takes a strike, and the next pitch is lined to right. Coming in and over and making the catch is Mickey Moniak for the first out in the inning.
And we talked about Joe Adell, just so smooth, little movement, compact, that he takes a rip. And when he gets one in the middle of the zone, he puts that front foot down and the ball's hitting in the stands in the outfield. I really like to watch him swing it.
Angel Hanau, the batter, the pitch to him. On the inside corner for a strike. So 3-0 Cleveland. One out, bases empty in the fourth. Here's the pitch to Hanau. Swung on, a chopper over the mound toward the shortstop, Carrick. Gloves, throws, got him at first. Like Carrick, busy and covering a lot of ground at short through these first 4 innings. Hey, don't forget that next homestand for the Guardians starts Friday night. The Royals in town, some great giveaways and promotions, and the final Kids Fun Day of the summer next Sunday. Guardians and Royals at 1:40. Kids can run the bases after the game, presented by Cleveland Clinic. Get your tickets at cleguardians.com. Travis Bazzana, the batter, takes strike one on the inside corner. That is a 10-game homestand coming up at a great time for Cleveland. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. As again, they came in tonight a game back of that last wild card playoff spot. 4.5 out in the division. But a nice opportunity schedule-wise in front of them. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. But as we mentioned last night, you still have to play the good baseball no matter who you're playing.
Yeah, the bottom teams in the division aren't going to roll over and make it easy for you. You got to grind it right through the end of September.
The 1-2 popped up, foul, third base side, out of play. We'll do it again on 1-2. Guardians up 3-0 on the home run by Joe Adell here in the fourth. The pitch, and Bazzana drives it down the left side, but well foul and out of play. And don't forget, for every Guardians home run this season, Davey Trees Swing for the Trees program. They're committed to planting a tree in Northeast Ohio. Another home run, another tree planted by Davey Tree, thanks to Joe Adell. Now the 1-2 pitch to Bazzana. Swung on, and that's hammered out toward left field. It gets down for a base hit, cut off in the gap on a nice play by the left fielder Veen, and he will hold Bazzana to a long single. The Guardians Were we back on air when you said, let's see what happens second time through?
I don't know if we were on air, but we talked about it. It's something you have to learn as a big league starter. The second time through, it's a whole different world. And I don't think any of them think about the third time through anymore because that rarely happens. But second time, the numbers change.
Patrick Bailey, the batter. And he'll wait as Bazzana draws a throw over at first base.
Bazzana, nice line drive to left, but the pitch he fouled off before that, a nasty pitch on the black, that shows what kind of hitter he can be.
Here's the pitch to Bailey. Swung on, fouled back. How so?
Well, a lot of guys just get fooled or they take that pitch with 2 strikes, but he just takes a good cut at it, fouls it off. Gives himself a whole new pitch, reset, then he gets a pitch he can handle. A lot of guys take a lot of years in the big leagues to figure out how to do that, and some never do, but he seems to be doing it.
The 0-1 just missed outside. 1-1 on Patrick Bailey, who flied to center first time up. Stephen Vogt reiterating on the manager show tonight the mental side of the game about as good as it gets with Travis Bazzana, and he went through some struggles offensively, but never quit trying to figure out, with the help of the coaches, how to get back to a good place offensively, and it looks like he's just about there.
You saw the work he was putting in, yesterday, bright and early when no one's in the stadium, and you were watching that live BP hitting balls up the middle, and it takes that kind of grind to do it.
Here comes the 1-1. Off speed, catches the outside corner for a strike. 1-2 the count on Bailey. With Bazzana at first, 2 down. Top half of the 4th inning, 3-0 Cleveland. Trying to make it 3 in a row in the win column. And that may not seem like a lot. The 1-2, upstairs 2-2, but bear in mind, by winning last night, that made it back-to-back wins for the first time in more than a month.
It's hard to believe with that starting 5, the pitching staff that we can roll out there.
Now the 2-2. Swung on and foul-tipped at home plate. He'll do it again on 2-2. Well, no one in the division or the wild card chase really took advantage of that and was able to put Cleveland away, and they've been able to hang around. And there is a belief in that clubhouse that a hot stretch is coming, and we might be seeing the early stages of that. Maybe. Here's the 2-2. Down low, 3-2. And you say maybe because no one wants to jump on that downstairs. They want to keep that day-to-day focus.
But it has to be an internal belief. We can do this. We have the pitching to do it. The hitting is lining up well right now with the new additions.
Here's the 3-2. Down low, ball 4. And we have a challenge, our first on the night. As the Rockies catcher Brett Sullivan didn't think so. ABS says it is indeed a ball. And it's a walk for Patrick Bailey. Rockies down to just 1 challenge now. And the Guardians have runners at first and second with 2 down. Marathon knows that fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon, they're here to keep you and your team fueled up all summer long. Marathon driven together.
We talked about the Hyundai car giveaway. I got put through the same thing by Jamie the Rat Easterly at a NBC Game of the Week. I was the player of the game, and they said I won $2,000. Went out to the truck to collect it.
Let me guess, that wasn't an easy task. Here's Petey Alpin, the pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
Knocked on the NBC truck in the parking lot. I needed Rosie $2,000 at the time. They said that the guy opens the door. He said that goes to a charity of your choice, and slammed the door. And the clubhouse had a good laugh.
Here's the 0-1, and that's outside 1-1. How were you player of the game? What did you do?
I shut out the Yankees when there was 1 game a week on the NBC Game of the Week. I shut out the Yankees 2-0, I think. And first time anyone in Missouri ever saw me pitch because we didn't have the technology.
Here's the 1-1 to Halpin. Down low, 2-1. Juan Mejia has started to throw out in that Rockies pen as all of a sudden Gabriel Hughes, after breezing through the first 3 innings, the Guardians have put 3 on the board and looking for more here in the 4th. The 2-1, down low, ball 3, and some really good takes here by Guardians hitters.
Yeah, he's pitching to the bottom of the zone, but guys' eyes, I'm going to say this, no doubt, guys see the ball and take pitches better than they ever have. I don't know what the training is to get them there, but they're better.
Here's the 3-1. Swung on, a chopper to the second baseman. Castro fields and flips on to first for the out. Side retired, but Joe Adell's mammoth home run to left gives the Guardians a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Hey, Cleveland, are you looking to score big with your home equity? Union Home Mortgage will help you unlock the value of your home and fund the promises you've made to yourself and your family. Visit UHM.com and score financial freedom today.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
This is the call of the Australian rubber bird.
Snap! Snap!
This is the call of the Alaskan chili bird.
Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold.
And this is the call of the marathon mascot bald eagle, Max.
Hi, it's Max.
Hello.
Did you know you could save up to $1 a gallon with the Marathon Rewards app?
No. Thanks for the call.
Marathon, where fun runs on full.
Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
Hey, sports fans, there's no better feeling than when you're watching your team dominate. But remember, when the offseason comes, you can still channel your team spirit with a fresh coat of color. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make every day feel like game day with over 1,700 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood store today.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy 1 Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
The day's happenings.
Today we learned.
Here's what we know. Every day.
In real time.
On WTAM 1100.
Guardians up 3-0. Bottom half of the 4th inning. TJ Rumfield leads things off, facing Tanner Bybee. Works with a lead for the first time tonight, and his pitch is down low for ball 1. Jim Rosenhaus along with Scott Bales filling in for Tom Hamilton, who has the road trip off. Hammy will be back on Friday night when the Guardians return home to play the Royals. Brian Matze back at Command Center. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday night. Here comes the 1-0, and Rumfield takes it on the outside corner for a strike. I understand they had some harsh weather back home. The Browns exhibition game had to be halted for a little bit due to lightning, and there was some hail in the area. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Any good news from that Browns exhibition?
The last I saw, and this was first half, I don't know, do scores mean anything in the exhibition
The
season?
Broncos got hammered by the Packers last night, and they're talking about Super Bowl out here, so you hope it doesn't matter.
I don't think so. All they care about, how did the starting quarterback do and key running backs?
In his 5 snaps.
Yeah, the 1-2. Swung on, popped him up. Shallow center. On comes Halpin, and Petey Halpin makes the catch. Rumfield's retired for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Kyle Karros. Karros tapped back to the mound his first time up. Hey, Guardians fans, you can vote for the spicy Thai fries that are available at Progressive Field. Fill in your ballpark bites bracket for a chance to win tickets to try those bites at at the ballpark. Vote at MLB.com/bracket. Here's the pitch, and it's taken for a strike on the inside corner. And Tanner Bybee, this is what we've seen more often than not. And again, if you just look at the one-loss record, you say, huh? But this is how he has pitched most of the year, the 0-1, outside and low.
Yeah, 15 quality starts. More than 50% of your starts. I mean, the guy's doing his job. He's the ace, and it doesn't really matter what that record says. You keep throwing up quality starts, give your team a chance to win.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed. 1-2 on Karros. And this guy logs innings. He's at 150 innings to start the night tonight. Last year, 182. The year before that, 173. The days of 200 innings a year are probably gone for a lot of pitchers, but Bybee gives you innings every fifth day. And here's his 1-2, and it's upstairs for a ball. We mentioned earlier that he's facing the team that he made his major league debut against back in late April of 2023. And since that time, the durability numbers are excellent. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Karros is down on strikes. 2 down in the inning. 3-0 Cleveland as Willie Castro will step in. But since that debut in April of 23, Tanner Bybee leads the Guardians in wins, starts, innings, and strikeouts.
You got him a little 5-year extension for the effort, and well-deserved.
Here's the pitch to Castro. Off speed, outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. Outfield playing him to pull with a huge gap in left center. And a lot of room down the left field line. The 0-1 outside and high, and the count's now 1-1. 2 down, base is empty. A little bit of cloud cover moving in. We had a chance of showers earlier today. The 1-1 swung on, foul back, and out of play. And the count's now 1-2. Yeah, we mentioned earlier today back home, hail in August. What in the world?
Almost September, right around the corner here.
They have some goofy weather days out here, right?
It's been goofy everywhere. You know, out here we've had the opposite in Colorado. No rain, no precipitation.
The 1-2 just outside, 2-2. Well, so far this weekend here, good weather for baseball. Finale tomorrow afternoon before the team heads to Anaheim for a 3-game series against the Angels. The 2-2 swung on, and that's looped to shallow left. That'll get down for a base hit. So Castro's aboard with a 2-out single, and that'll bring up Troy Johnston. 3-0 Cleveland as we play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Enbridge Gas Ohio wants to remind you, whether you're an individual or a contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked. Johnston, left-handed batter. Off-season trade coming over from Miami. The pitch to him, down low for ball 1. Now the 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. It's Star Wars night here at the ballpark. You were supposed to get loud, Jedi loud on that last pitch there, Scott.
I think we've seen enough Star Wars stuff since about, 4 o'clock when they started streaming in. There are thousands of them dressed in costumes, and the scoreboard is showing all the players dressed as Skywalker or Star Wars characters, and we saw Jedis, and we're good. We're good on Star Wars.
Here's the 1-1. Low and in, 2-1. I'll tell you what, though, a lot of folks have come out
It's a big deal. Even in the minor leagues where I worked for the Springfield Cardinals, every year we had a Star Wars night, and hundreds of grown adults show up in a costume. So
it's amazing. We're trying to figure out when the first one came out, and it has stood the test of time because they keep coming out with new ones. It's amazing.
Was it in the 70s?
Yes. The 2-1 swung on, slapped foul outside of third. And it's 2-2. The Star Wars brand has stood the test of time. 2-2 the count on Johnston. With 2 outs, runner at first base. Guardians up 3-0 after a 9-1 win in the series opener last night. Now the 2-2 pitch from Bybee. Swung on, and that's lashed to left, down the line, fair ball. Into the corner it goes. Racing to third is Castro. They're going to wave him around. The relay throw is not in time. He slides in safely, and on to third goes Johnston with an RBI triple. And all of a sudden it is 3-1 Cleveland as the Rockies are on the scoreboard. Pretty good relay executed by Kwan. And then the shortstop, Hanau. But Castro got in with a head-first slide at home plate.
Yeah, great one hop, kind of off the fence. Quan fielded that cleanly. To Angel threw it so hard his glove fell off his hand and fell to the ground. And without him being out, it allowed the runner to get to third. But right now, this needs to be the last hitter of the inning. You need your veteran guy to walk out off here with a 3-1 lead.
Brett Sullivan, the batter. Left-handed hitting catcher. The pitch from Bybee. Outside and high for ball 1. Sullivan, a veteran who has spent the bulk of his career in the minor leagues, but he has stayed with it, and at the age of 32, seeing some extended big league time with Colorado. The 1-0 swung on, and he lines it to right center, but playing it perfectly is Halpin, who makes the catch to retire the side. Rockies get on the board with 2 hits, and we head to the 5th. Guardians 3, Colorado 1.
Racing back is Kwan, reaching out on a dead sprint, makes the catch, slams into the wall, loses his cap, but not the baseball.
Bring the whole family to Progressive Field when the Guardians face the Royals on Sunday, August 30th. It's the final kids' fun day of the summer. Come down early for face painters, mascot performances, and non-stop ballpark fun. Plus, all kids can take the field after the game for Run the Bases, presented by Cleveland Clinic Children's. Grab your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Guardians fans, we know what it takes to protect the land. We play hard, we cheer loud, and we always look out for our team. Now it's time to make a power move for your own health. Getting an HIV test is quick, free, and confidential. It's the ultimate defensive play to protect yourself and your partner. Don't strike out on your health. Visit loveleadshere.org to find a testing site near you or order a free at-home test kit. Know your status. Clear the bases. Protect the land.
Hey Cleveland, your favorite family-owned furniture store is growing again. The Cleveland Furniture Company is so excited to announce the grand opening of their brand new state-of-the-art showrooms in Menor, North Olmsted, and now Canton. Comfort has never been closer. So many new, hot styles, the lowest prices out there, great deals on mattresses, closeout areas up to 70% off, in some cases below cost. They have everything, and they're excited to share it with you. From your front room to your backyard, the Cleveland Furniture Company's got you covered. Family-owned, Cleveland proud.
With reimagined exhibits, the Cleveland Museum of Natural History invites you to experience science and nature. Select local cities visit free every weekend as part of the Jack Joseph and Morton Mandel Community Days. Go to cmnh.org.
Weather when you need it. Your severe weather station is WTAM 1100.
We head to the 5th inning here in Denver with the Guardians up by a score of 3-1. And Gabriel Hughes will continue after a difficult 4th inning. Guardians drove up his pitch count, scoring the first 3 runs of the game. And now they're back at it with Stephen Kwan. Hughes at 66 pitches now after making more than 30 in that 4th inning. So Kwan leads it off 0 for 2. Twice he's grounded to short, and he takes a fastball strike. 0-1 the count. Jim Rosenhaus along with Scott Bales. As the 0-1 pitch is on its way, and it's outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. 9-year Major League career. We were talking about this before yesterday's game, Scott. The 4 seasons with Cleveland, your first 4 in the big leagues, the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. You were out of the game for 3 years and then got back in, not because of injury, but we'll see if we have time to get to that here in the 5th. The 2-1 pitch, it's outside and high for ball 3. What happened, and how did you get back in?
Well, I had 4 consecutive years called up, made opening day, 4 straight years in Cleveland, 3 straight years in Anaheim.
The 3-1 swung on, and that's lifted high in the air to right, fairly deep near the track. The right fielder Moniak makes the catch on the warning track. As that one really carried on a high pop-up off the bat of Kwan.
That fly ball was higher than the purple seats at the mile-high mark. That thing was way up there. But yeah, 7 years, and then they wanted me to go to AAA, and I told my agent, no, I'm not. I'm good. I want to go home and coach girls soccer with my 3 daughters for about 4 years.
Up to the plate, Chase DeLauder takes a pitch up high for ball 1.
Then got a chance to play with some guys in a tournament, and Dan O'Brien Jr. signed me to spring training from there.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's down low. Nope, caught the corner. And it's now 1-1. You make it sound like, oh yeah, I just pitched in this tournament. This was not.
It was a tournament you could have pitched in right with me, Rosie.
Here's the 1-1. Swung on line foul down the left side and out of play. So how do you get from that to getting a contract?
A friend, Dan O'Brien, my GM in Cleveland, son, was a friend of mine, came to watch me just because we were going to go to dinner together.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside and high.
And I pitched, and I pitched 2 days later, and he goes, I'm with the Rangers. We're trying to find a left-hander to invite to spring training.
Here's the 2-2. Upstairs with the off-speed, ball 3.
And my daughters caught wind of it, and now they're 12 and 10, and Dad, you got to do it. And I kept saying, that's ridiculous. I haven't touched a baseball in over 3 years.
Now the 3-2 pitch, swung on, fouled off. But your velocity was up, huh?
Yeah, so I called him. I said, what do you think? And I said, how about we go to Puerto Rico and see what it's like? And he said, you were throwing harder than you ever threw in Cleveland or California. I go, no, come on. I haven't played catch in 3 years.
The 3-2. Low and in. Did he check his swing? No, he went too far. Appeal to the third base umpire, Nate Tomlinson, and he says strike 3, and there's 2 down. That has to be the first time they've scouted that tournament.
He wasn't scouting it. He was there to pick me up and go and have dinner afterwards, and just happened to get there early enough to watch me pitch for a while.
Jose Ramirez steps in. Here comes the pitch from Hughes, and it's in there for a strike. So this was early 90s?
This was 1997 when I made a comeback.
Wow. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. Quickly 0-2 on Ramirez. 3-1 Cleveland, excuse me. Top half of the 5th. Here's the 0-2 from Hughes. Just missed outside. 1-2 to count.
What a great eye. 0-2. You make a pitch 2 millimeters off the plate, you're able to just spit on it and not swing. I mean, just what a great eye.
The 1-2 down low, 2-2. the 2-2 delivery. Swung on, popped up foul and out of play. 2 outs. Base is empty, 5th inning. Guardians 3, Rockies 1. Joe Adell lurking on deck. Hughes would love to get out of this inning without having to face him again. The 2-2 pitch to Ramirez. Swung on and fouled back, and Ramirez spoiling some pretty good pitches here as he continues to make Hughes work. Hughes out of Gonzaga, graduated in 3 years with a biology degree. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball low and inside. And Ramirez checked his swing.
Rosie, I think that stat is more impressive than being a first-round draft pick. Playing baseball, Division I, graduating with a degree in biology in 3 years. That's awesome.
Here's the payoff pitch. And it's swung on, and that's launched high and deep right field. Will it carry? Into the corner goes Moniak, and he makes the catch just as he got to the foul line in deep right near the corner. Ramirez retired. So are the Guardians. They go in order, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-1, Cleveland in front here in Denver.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ew.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite, too. Extra value meals are back.
For just $8, get a Big Mac Extra Value Meal, including medium fries and a medium Coke. Really, get all that for $8, only at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary.
Recently, our company's softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Swing and a miss. 97 miles an hour. What a job by Cade Smith.
Your Cleveland Guardians battle the Kansas City Royals in a 3-game series August 28th through the 30th. Lock in your seats today at CLEGuardians.com.
This is Bill Wills. Join me Monday on Cleveland's Morning News with Wills and Snyder. Time Hamilton checks in 8:45, WTAM 1100.
Guardians leading 3-1 here in Denver, and the Rockies send up Zach Veen to the plate. Their rookie left fielder who struck out his first time up. Tanner Bybee delivers, and his pitch is inside for ball 1. Well, the Guardians came into play tonight 4.5 back of the White Sox, tied with the Twins for second place in the American League Central Division. Here's Bybee's 1-0. Swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Up with it, Bazana throws on to first in time for the out. 1 down, top of the lineup, and Jake McCarthy will step in. And in terms of the wild card chase, Cleveland a game back of that third and final wild card spot being held by Texas right now. Get you caught up on some of the scores here this half inning. McCarthy 0 for 3. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, line to left, sinking fast. Kwan reaches down, and he makes.
বাহ ভাবি এত সুন্দর ডাইনিং সেট মেহমান আসবে নাকি এটা ইটালিয়ানো ওপাল ওয়্যার মেহমান
And well, you look out there, Kwan made the catch, and McCarthy's waiting to see if his team is going to challenge. They will not. And he's retired for the second out in the inning.
Kwan saw that line drive, charged, then stopped like that thing's sinking. I can't get there. Then thought, it's staying up a little bit, and took it 1 inch off the turf. Great play by Kwan, not giving up on it.
Here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball one. Mickey Moniak, the batter. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and that's blasted high and deep to right. Back is Adele. He's at the wall, but he'll run out of room. Home run, Mickey Moniak. And it's a one-run ball game. Guardians 3, the Rockies 2. Number 21 on the year for Moniak. And Coors Field playing small tonight.
Yeah, that ball had just enough to get out in right center, and for Bybee, you have a chance if you're giving up a lot of home runs if they're all solo home runs, and that was those crooked numbers kill you. But we need to get this win for Bybee and the Guardians tonight.
Cole Carrick, the batter, takes a breaking ball down low for ball one. Carrick, switch hitter, left side. 2 down, base is empty. Bybee delivers, and it's swung on, and that's chopped to the right side. Lowe scoops it up, flips to Bybee, and he's there just ahead of Carrick for the out. Side retired, but the Rockies draw closer on the home run by Moniak. We'll head to the 6th. It's the Guardians 3, Colorado 2.
In Ohio, Guardians fans love to see the pitcher deliver a fastball. But when life throws you a curveball, like a house fire or water damage, it can be devastating. Fortunately, there's a designated hitter in Paul Davis Restoration. Water, fire, wind, mold. Paul Davis Restoration handles everything from cleanup to recovery to reconstruction for residential and commercial properties. When your home or business faces a devastating blow, Paul Davis is the answer. Paul Davis Restoration, the Guardians' official partner of property damage restoration.
NEO Born, NEO Reimagined, NEO Home. K&D offers unparalleled knowledge about Northeast Ohio because they live, work, and thrive right here with you. Looking for a new apartment or location for your business? K&D has the perfect fit. Contact K&D today and discover your perfect home. KND.com.
2026 will be a banner year as we celebrate 50 years of the Greater Cleveland Sports Hall of Fame. Our brand new museum features interactive displays and unique storytelling of our region's greatest athletes and personalities. 540 legends from Jesse Owens to Carol Heiss-Jenkins, Katie Moon, and Stipe Miocic. Visit clevelandsportshall.com to learn how your nonprofit youth sports group could earn grant funding. Follow us on X, Instagram, and all social media.
Get Cleveland clean at Clean Express Auto Wash. Enjoy a fast, easy, and clean experience by becoming a Wash Smart Unlimited member, where you can wash at any of our locations for one low price, starting at just $22 a month. Or choose our absolute best Ceramic Floor Ultra, featuring ceramic treatment that's 4 times the shine and protection, plus free vacuums. Learn more at cleanexpresswash.com. Proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
The Bloom Daddy Show. Played out in and around Cleveland. Tomorrow afternoon, starting at 3 on WTAM 1100.
Nick Frasso is on to pitch for Colorado as we hit the 6th inning. And the Rockies dive into their bullpen with the Guardians in front 3-2. Frasso, a right-hander, on to face Joe Adele, leading things off for the Guardians. It was Adele's mammoth 3-run home run, his last time up in the 4th inning, that is still the difference in this game, as the Rockies have crept closer the last couple of innings to make it a 1-run ball game. So Adele digs in, 4 home runs now in 16 games as a Guardian, and 15 runs batted in as he takes a pitch down low for ball one. You know, Scotty, he showed up coming from a last place team, the Angels, talking about Joe Adell. And he was so excited to be part of a team that was in postseason contention, the 1-0, and he lines one up the middle, a screaming base hit into center field. And Adell stays red hot, but he seems energized by the situation that he has been traded into.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a new approach, a new attitude, but I love the way the guy swings the bat. It is so compact. If I saw that number right, that was 114 miles an hour off the bat. That's crazy numbers, and we've seen him 2 nights in a row. He's hitting everything hard.
Nate Lowe takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 the count. Well, and he was having a good season with the Angels, but he has taken it up a level since joining Cleveland. Lowe, the same. He has swung the bat well since coming over. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Nathaniel Lowe had been with the Reds, picked up at the trade deadline with a big season going, especially against right-handed pitching. And he's facing a right-hander now in Nick Frasso. The slender righty sets the 0-2. There goes the runner, and it's driven down the right field line. Hooking. Foul. Foul ball deep down the right side, and just a long strike. I mentioned last inning, we're going to give you scores, and, well, then the inning ended. Well, we can start over here in the 6th. And our score is brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. White Sox, the first place Sox, hosting the Mets after last night's dramatics on the south side. A walk-off win for Chicago. Here's the pitch, and Lowe takes the fastball outside. Tonight, top of the 7th, it's New York 7, the White Sox 5. But again, it's early, top of the 7th. The way the White Sox have scored comeback wins, walk-off wins at home this year, that one's a long way from being done. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, bounced back to the mound, off the glove of Frasso. It dribbles to the second baseman, Carrig, who throws to first, wide. All hands are safe. Moving up to second is Adell. Safe at first is Lowe, and he'll get credit for an infield single. And the pitcher, Frasso, he got a glove on it. Maybe if he doesn't, it's turned into an out. And that's that first reaction, isn't it?
Most likely. Pitchers have a hard time pulling a glove back from that when they think they have a shot at it. But if you're going to take the shot, you got to make the play, and just digs a little bit deeper hole here.
Angel Henao, the batter, the pitch. It's in the dirt, pops free on Sullivan, but he tracks it down quickly, just off to that right side of home plate. Joe Adell, the base runner, at second. Nathaniel Lowe at first. Big inning here for the Guardians as they had a 3-0 lead. It's been trimmed to 3-2. They'd love to tack on right here. 6th inning at Coors Field in Denver. On a cloudy night, some threatening skies up above, but so far so good. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, popped him up to left. The left fielder, Veen, is under it, makes the catch. Runners hold, 1 down. Travis Bazzana will bat. Guardians facing the right-hander, Nick Frasso, just up from the minor leagues, game number 6. 1-1, an earned run average of 4.50. Bazzana tonight, 1 for 2, singled his last time up in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch from Frasso, and it's swung on and lifted high in the air to fairly deep center. Circling under it and making the catch is McCarthy. Tagging but holding is Adele. And now there's 2 away after the fly out off the bat of Bazzana. So Patrick Bailey will bat as the Guardians are still looking to get on the scoreboard here in the 6th with a 3-2 lead. Other games in baseball today, some finals from this afternoon or earlier tonight. Kansas City beat the Tigers again as Detroit, all of a sudden they are scuffling again. 3-1 the final score at Kauffman Stadium. The Angels, they shut out Texas 3-0 in Arlington. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on and line to left, base hit Bailey. They're going to wave Adele around third. He's heading for home. The throw, not in time. Safe at the plate with a head-first slide is Joe Adele, and Patrick Bailey comes through again. It's an RBI single, and the Guardians are in front 4-2.
Nice swing, slaps that ball to left field, and Joey Adele, big guy, runs really well. Like you said, tack on, and after first and second, nobody out. That could have really slipped away there with 2 quick outs, but big base hit by Bailey, and boy, I haven't seen anything but hitting from Bailey, and usually you don't see that from the backstop.
Well, he comes through with a 2-out RBI base hit. Guardians a little bit better in that area lately. Now Petey Halpin steps in, and Halpin takes a breaking ball down low. Mom and Dad are in from California for the series here. They got a chance to see for the first time Halpin hit a home run in a major league game with them in attendance. His 3rd home run as a big leaguer last night. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, and he lines one to right. But right there is Moniak to make the catch in front of the track. Side retired, but the Guardians add a run in the 6th. And we will head to the bottom of the inning. It's the Guardians 4, the Rockies 2.
Dollar Bank is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Only with Dollar Bank can you get a Cleveland Guardians debit card design and Guardians branded checks. And when you use your card at the Guardians team store online or at Progressive Field, you'll get a great deal on the latest officially licensed MLB gear, too. To learn more, visit dollar.bank/baseball. Dollar Bank. Let's get you there.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The perks described herein are subject to change or termination without notice and at the sole discretion of Dollar Bank and or the Cleveland Guardians.
Attention on deck. Calling all Cuyahoga County vets. We are the Veterans Service Commission, your forward operating base. From VA claims and financial assistance and more, we got your 6. Visit us today at 3950 Chester Avenue.
Let's talk NOPEC. NOPEC uses the bulk buying power of nearly 1 million customers in over 250 Ohio communities to negotiate competitive electric and natural gas rates. They also work behind the scenes, challenging utility rate increases and fighting for consumer-friendly energy policies. For more than 25 years, NOPEC has been working to keep your energy bills affordable. Learn more at nopec.org or by calling NOPEC's 24/7 Customer Care Center.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Bloom Daddy Show. Played out in and around Cleveland. Monday afternoons starting at 3 on WTAM 1100.
Bottom of the 6th inning, T.J. Rumfield steps in. The Rockies' first baseman's 0 for 2, facing Tanner Bybee with a 4-2 lead. Bybee goes to work as Rumfield pounds one foul down the left side and out of play. This rookie first baseman having a breakthrough year in the big leagues. Picked up in an offseason deal with the Yankees. Angel Shivili, a reliever, went the other way, and he's pitched a little bit in New York, so probably a pretty good trade for both clubs, but the Rockies love what they have in their big first baseman. Here's the 0-1. In tight, backed him off the plate, and it's 1-1.
Good to see a little pitching inside. Like to see that. never to try and hit somebody, but I love when you can throw a pitch inside and make the hitter move their feet.
Now the 1-1. Swung on, line drive, foul down the right side. 1-2 the count. Now Bybee, in what most likely is his final inning, as the pitch counts at 84. And it has been a workmanlike effort here tonight. The 1-2, off speed, outside, 2-2. You get through into the sixth in the altitude. And the way the Rockies have swung the bats this year, that's a good outing. As the 2-2 is popped up on the infield, foul, third base side. Bailey, the catcher, over and makes the catch with the glove above the dugout railing. And he was near the entrance to the stairs that go down in the middle of the dugout, and no one was there to help him. And he looked in and he said, "Hey, where's everybody?
Where's my help? It's the home dugout. You're supposed to form a little wall to protect me over here." Boy, that guy, what a deal he's been coming over. Playing defense, best receiver in the league, making plays like that, swinging the bat. I mean, what a great addition Bailey back there has been.
Connor Norby is the batter. He came on defensively last inning at second base as the third baseman, Kyle Karros, left the game. Willie Castro went from second to third, but Norby takes over in that spot vacated by Karros in the lineup. Boy, you wonder with Karros, he had missed time due to a concussion, and you hope that there's no lingering ill effects from that. So a quick visit to the mound here as they want to discuss how to pitch Norby. Back on that Northeast Ohio Ford Dealers out-of-town scoreboard, the Twins, they're tied with the Guardians in the standings. They lead San Diego in San Diego 5-1, bottom of the fourth, and the Blue Jays beat the Yankees today in New York 4-3. Here's the pitch to Norby. Breaking ball outside corner for a strike. Karros, while he was in there, was 0 for 2. Now Norby bats, a right-handed hitter here in the sixth inning. With one out, bases empty. The 0-1 swung on, poked foul over to the on-deck circle, first base side. So it's 0-2. Connor Norby came in batting .212. 4 home runs, 17 driven in. Trade deadline pickup from the Marlins. The 0-2. Waved at and missed, strike 3. There's the nasty curveball from Tanner Bybee. Yep. He is trying to finish strong, Bybee is. And he's hoping to leave with a lead, and if the Guardians can hang on, it would be his first win in more than a month. He was part of that last consecutive win stretch for the Guardians when he beat Minnesota back on July the 20th. First pitch swinging, lining it foul deep down the right side is Willie Castro for strike 1. Bybee tonight has allowed the 2 runs on 5 hits. Along the way, he has struck out 5 as Castro swings and fouls it back. Quickly, it's 0-2. And Bybee walked a batter in the first inning. That's been it for the Rocks.
Yeah, going for his 16th quality start of the season. More than 50% of his starts have been quality. It's hard to imagine sitting here with a 4-14 record as well as Tanner has thrown the ball.
The 0-2 up high. 1-2 the count. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Guardians. The 2 runs on 5 hits for the Rockies. Both teams errorless baseball into the 6th. The 1-2 upstairs for a ball. 2-2 the count. Craig Yoho, the right-hander, started to throw out in the Guardians' pen. Now the 2-2 from Bybee. Upstairs, ball 3. Bybee just kind of spins and looks skyward there, and I'm not happy with that location.
Sometimes you just overthrow. You're trying to finish an inning so bad, you just don't relax and do what's normal. You overthrow.
The 3-2 swung on, popped him up foul. That's out of play to the left. And the inning continues here for the Colorado Rockies. Bybee at 95 pitches. Pretty good percentage of strikes, 59. The payoff pitch. Just inside, and Bailey doesn't believe it. He's asking for a challenge, and we'll see if he's right. The ABS system says it's a strike. Caught the bottom of the zone. That's strike 3, and the side is retired in order. We head to the 7th. Guardians 4, the Rockies 2.
In baseball, you win with a bullpen you can trust. On the job site, you win with equipment that is ready to go when you are. Ohio Cat Rentals works just as hard as you do, bringing dependable rental equipment from skid steers to scissor lifts to keep your job on track and your crew moving. No strikes, no outs, just solid machines that show up and get to work. With Ohio Cat behind you, you've got the support to knock your project out of the park. Visit ohiocat.com to buy or rent. Ohio Cat, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
It happens every night. The clock strikes dinner, and suddenly it's all you can think about. What's for dinner? That's when you think Stouffer's. Rich, cheesy lasagna, freshly made stuffed peppers, and creamy, comforting mac and cheese. Made with quality ingredients and ready when you are. Dinner solved. When the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's.
Endless summer adventure? We've got you covered. Snag your season pass to Kalahari Resorts and unlock access all summer long. Plus, take advantage of exclusive perks and discounts. Whether you're sliding down the Tullis water slide or lounging around the pool, there's fun for all ages. 2 water parks, 1 pass. Visit KalahariResorts.com/Ohio to purchase your pass today. At Kalahari, every season is water park season.
Peter and Company Jewelers in Avon Lake is family-owned and trusted for almost 40 years. From engagement rings that take her breath away to timeless pieces that celebrate every milestone. Stop in or go to peterjewelers.com. It's where Cleveland gets engaged.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
Let's pause. 10-second station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100, Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers and Guardians, an iHeart radio station.
Jim Rosenhaus along with Scott Bales, the former Cleveland Indians pitcher back in the 80s. Brian Motze back home at Command Center, bringing you Guardians baseball from Denver tonight. Guardians up 4-2 as we're underway in the 7th. Stephen Kwan takes a pitch down low from a new pitcher, left-hander Brennan Bernardino. Here's the 1-0 to Kwan, and he takes it upstairs for a ball. Kwan, a rarity, 0 for 3. Almost hit one out of here his last time up. Ball was caught in right on the track by Mickey Moniak. The 2-0 swung on, and that's blasted foul down the left side and out of play. And it's 2-1 on Kwan. Bernardino is the 3rd pitcher on the night for Colorado. 59 games. What a year he's had. 3-3 with an earned run average of 2.82. Throw in a save. And he is some kind of great story. The 2-1. Breaking ball strike on the inside corner. Way back in 2019, he had already pitched 4 seasons in the Reds system, minor leagues. The 2-2 swung on, and that's lined down the left side, moving over near the line, making the catch is Bean for the first out in the inning. But he was released out of the minor leagues by the Reds. was living in Phoenix, driving Lyft, and went to all the spring training sites to look for a job, including Cleveland. And when he showed up in Goodyear, he was fortunate in that the person at the front desk, he walked in and said, "Hey, can I get a tryout?" Which is
unheard of.
Yeah, breaking ball. Misses inside to Chase DeLauder. That person said, "Hold on a second, let me see if our farm director's in." And James Harris, who's now an assistant GM, he was the farm director at the time. Here's the 1-0. Swung on. There's a chopper foul outside of first. 1-1. He happened to be in his office, came downstairs, talked to him, offered him a tryout, and Cleveland signed him. He went to the minor leagues for about a month. A team in Mexico called to give him more money. He went and pitched in Mexico for a while and then got back in affiliated ball stateside and has been in the big leagues for a while now. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike.
And he's proving that you can have a good breaking ball here in Colorado. And the numbers he's put up with a 2.8 ERA, I mean, he's revived a career that from lift driver to closer from the left side. Congrats to him.
DeLauder takes a pitch outside for a ball, 2-2. Well, after that stint in Mexico, Seattle signed him, and that's where he got to the big leagues. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Boy, there's that breaking ball you were talking about.
Yeah, it shows that you can, with a couple small adjustments, have a breaking ball in Colorado. I remember the biggest pitcher they've ever signed out here was Mike Hampton. Signed him to an 8-year contract, and he could never get the numbers back and have that curveball that's what got him the 8-year guaranteed contract. So some guys figure it out.
Jose Ramirez, the batter, takes strike one on the inside corner. So great story, now 34 years of age. Brennan Bernardino coming off a solid season with the Red Sox last year. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, blasted foul into the upper deck on the first base side. Picked up in a trade with Boston this past offseason. 4-2, Guardians in front. We're in the 7th. Stephen Vogt telling us on the manager's show, 9-1. He didn't feel safe last night late in the game. Can't imagine what they feel like in that Guardians dugout with a 2-run lead as the next pitch is down low for a ball. And that's with a really good bullpen. But again, in this ballpark, runs can come in bunches. One and two, the count on Ramirez with 2 outs, bases empty in the 7th. The 1-2 pitch, outside and low, 2-2. Ramirez tonight 1 for 3. A single back in the 4th. He was on base when Joe Adell hit the 3-run home run that put the Guardians in front. The 2-2, in tight, 3-2. Good crowd. Nice baseball night here in Denver. The wind has died completely. We had 81 degrees at game time. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's hammered center field. But going back and over to make the catch is McCarthy. Heading over to right center to haul it in. Side retired. Guardians go quietly in the 7th, and it's stretch time in Denver. Your score, the Guardians 4, the Rockies 2.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates of third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Let's talk NOPEC. NOPEC uses the bulk buying power of nearly 1 million customers in over 250 Ohio communities to negotiate competitive electric and natural gas rates. They also work behind the scenes, challenging utility rate increases and fighting for consumer-friendly energy policies. For more than 25 years, NOPEC has been working to keep your energy bills affordable. Learn more at nopec.org or by calling NOPEC's 24/7 Customer Care Center.
Your life's on your phone. Your vehicle should be too. When you download the Spitzer VIP app, convenience is number one. View vehicle health. Get important alerts. Schedule service in seconds. Earn reward points. Plus, new vehicles come with complimentary oil changes and a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. It's all trackable in the Spitzer VIP app. From GPS to live chat support, 100% convenience is here 24/7. Download today. Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer. Proud sponsor of the Guardians.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
It's year 50, and we're celebrating our brand new Greater Cleveland Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, featuring interactive displays and unique storytelling of our region's legends. To learn more, visit clevelandsportshall.com and follow us on X, Instagram, and all social media.
This is Bill Wills. Kids going back to school Monday morning. Tips to teach kids about money. WTAM 1100.
Well, the night is done for Tanner Bybee. Left-hander Eric Sabrowski comes on to pitch in the bottom half of the seventh for Cleveland. With the Guardians in front 4-2, he will face the bottom third of the Rockies lineup. That's Troy Johnston, a left-handed hitter, to lead things off, and the DH takes a pitch down low for ball one. Sabrowski, a left-hander with great stuff, and is having a fine season. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Eric Sabrowski is on for the 48th time. 4-2, an earned run average of 3.25. 60 strikeouts in 36 innings.
Is that good?
I think so.
I didn't have 60 strikeouts in a season. And boy, he's striking them out, and usually guys with that kind of octane walk a lot of guys. Not too bad.
Here's the pitch to Johnston. Swing and a miss. Took the big cut at the breaking ball. 1-2 the count. Well, 25 walks, so probably more than he would like. But again, he's able to work out of jams with the strikeouts. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, a tapper foul over to the Guardians dugout on the third base side. Been a good one tonight. 4-2, Guardians in front, trying to make it two in a row. Keep the pressure on the teams ahead of them in the standings. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, popped him up. Foul, third base side. Long run for anyone, and it drops. Right between the catcher, Bailey, and the third baseman, Ramirez, in foul territory, as they both had a long way to go.
And that ball was perfectly placed between the two of them. Each of them had to run about 60 yards to have a shot at it.
So we'll do it again on 1-2 to Johnston. Sabrowski from the stretch. Here's his pitch. Swung on, and that's looped toward the shortstop. Making the catch is Hanau as he faded into the outfield grass to do it. One down. Whenever the Guardians win, your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers will donate $500 to Cleveland Guardians charities, and that will support expanded access to youth sports in Cleveland. Here's Brett Sullivan, the catcher, another left-handed batter. The lefty Sabrowski delivers, and it's swung on and missed. Zach Veen waits on deck, another left-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1, and that's swung on and poked slowly to the third base side of the mound. Sabrowski's on it, spins and throws to first in time for the out. 2 up, 2 down for Colorado here in the bottom of the seventh, with the Guardians still in front by that 4-2 score. And if you're wondering about pinch hitters for Colorado. They do have 4 right-handed bats on the bench. But with the left-hander on, they're electing to stay with left-handed hitters here at this point in time. Here's the pitch to Veen, and it's on the outside corner, strike 1. Veen, the rookie, playing in his 9th Major League game. Former 5th-round pick of the Rockies. Boy, we're seeing some young players on their position player side. Here's the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and quickly it's 0-2.
Yeah, there's some future here for this Rockies everyday lineup. I like the way they play. I like the way they swing the bats. You know, they're young. They're striking out a lot in key situations, but they'll get better, and they're athletic, and they can all run. But, you know, for me, if you can't get a starting 5 in here, I don't know how it changes.
Next pitch, fouled off at home plate. Count remains 0-2. Well, they had some decent pitching back in 2007 when they made their only World Series. Franchise started in 1993. They've only made the postseason 5 times since then. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. What an inning for Eric Sabrowski as he wipes out the Rockies in order. We head to the 8th. 4-2. Cleveland in front.
A lot of businesses are in a pinch right now. They need more workers to keep things running, but they're not ready to hire anyone full-time. If you're one of those businesses, you might consider flexible labor from Minuteman Staffing. Minuteman has over 50 years' experience providing light industrial and warehouse workers in Northeast Ohio. They're ready for the job with drug screens and background checks. And Minuteman handles all the workers' comp and payroll. Reach out to them today. MinutemenInc.com.
You hear that, Cleveland? Jack is the place where the lights call your name. Fun is the only requirement. And games will be played all night long. Lights, fun, games. LFG Cleveland, it's time to play at Jack. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit gamblinghelpohio.org.
Guardians fans, we know what it takes to protect the land. We play hard, we cheer loud, and we always look out for our team. Now it's time to make a power move for your own health. Getting an HIV test is quick, free, and confidential. It's the ultimate defensive play to protect yourself and your partner. Don't strike out on your health. Visit loveleadshere.org to find a testing site near you or order a free at-home test kit. Know your status. Clear the bases. Protect the land.
The best would always be talking to Bob Feller, a man that faced Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
The Guards face the Royals on August 29th, and 15,000 fans will receive a throwback 1936 Bob Feller jersey, courtesy of Franklin University. Tickets at CLEGuardians.com.
Cleveland's news, talk, and sports on WTAM 1100 and on 106.9 FM.
New pitcher on for the Rockies. They're 4th on the night. It's Juan Mejia, a right-hander, 25 years of age out of the Dominican Republic. Mejia will face Joe Adell, who's had another big night at the plate, 2 for 3 with a 3-run homer. The pitch to him, in tight, ball 1. Adell hit a 450-foot home run back in the 4th inning with 2 men aboard. Guardians now lead it 4-2 here in the 8th. Mejia delivers, and it's swung on and fouled back into the net. Mejia, in 49 games, is 3-6 with an ERA of 5.85. Rockies, as you might expect, the 1-1, down low, 2-1. The highest ERA in all of baseball overall at 5.5 runs a game. And bullpen-wise, just under 5 runs a game, 28th in baseball. Now the 2-1. Swung on, popped it up, foul territory, first base side. Rumfield is over, makes the catch in front of the camera bay. 1 down. No, that brings up Nathaniel Lowe. Dollar Bank is a proud banking partner of the Guardians. They have 28 locations across Northeast Ohio, and they're ready to provide solutions to help get you there. Here's Lowe, who's 1 for 3. Had that infield single back in the 6th inning. The pitch to him, outside and high for ball 1. Next pitch, swung on, and that's looped to the second baseman, caught by Norby for the second out in the inning. 2 up, 2 down for the Guardians, and when you've got rust to bust, use PB Blaster, a Cleveland original since 1957. PB Blaster, always work it like a pro. Angel Hanao will step in, 1 for 3. Infield single back in the 2nd inning. Here's Mejia's pitch. Swung on, and there's a chopper to second. Norby has it. Throws to first. In time for the out. Side retired in order, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Guardians 4, the Rockies 2 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Bybee into the motion, and the right-hander with the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss! Back foot slider ate him up. What a job by Tanner Bybee.
This is Tanner Bybee. You listen to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
Need new tires? Here's a tip. Skip the good old kick for quality entirely. Get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer, the smart choice for tires without the footwork. Whatever you drive, any make or model, they've got you covered with a great selection of major tire brands. Expertly installed by certified pros. And the kicker? Your Ford dealer often has deals that beat dedicated tire shops. So, when it's time for new tires, roll with your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer.
Hi, I'm Pat Moran, owner of Window World and a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Today's game is brought to you by another winning team, Window World. We're family owned right here in Ohio, and for more than 23 years, we've been providing you with quality windows, doors, siding, and gutters professionally installed, backed by a lifetime warranty, and always at a great price. So let's hit a grand slam together and call the Window World team at 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD or visit windowworld.com for a free in-home estimate.
Check in for Cleveland's news, talk, and sports.
See what's happening
on WTAM 1100.
New pitcher on for the Guardians. It is Hunter Gaddis, as he becomes the second reliever, third pitcher on the night for Cleveland. Eric Zabrowski with a scoreless 7th. And now Gaddis to face the top of the lineup for Colorado. Bullpen trying to make it hold up tonight for Tanner Bybee, who was terrific for 6. It's 4-2 Cleveland as Jake McCarthy stands in. Gaddis delivers, and it's swung on, lined up the middle, a base hit into center. So McCarthy's aboard. 2 hits on the night for Jake McCarthy, and a leadoff base runner with speed for the Rockies. Hunter Gaddis.
Pretty good pitch right there, Rosie. Fastball up on the outside third, and McCarthy, good job of hitting for the leadoff for the Rockies here.
Oh, his career rejuvenated by the trade, isn't it? Here's the pitch to the next batter, Mickey Moniak, and he takes it down low. McCarthy's kind of stalled out with the Diamondbacks, spent some time in AAA a year ago. But now a key cog for the Rockies, and he's at first base. Here's the pitch to Moniak. Swung on and fouled off at home plate. Hunter Gaddis, he's been busy this year, even with a late start to his season after his spring training ailment. 50 appearances, 1-3, ERA 3.38. Next pitch to Moniak is down low for a ball. And the count's now 2-1. Moniak homered his last time up, his 21st. The Rockies have really liked what they've seen from Moniak, so much so that after the trade deadline, a couple of days after, they signed him to a contract extension of 2 seasons. The 2-1 swung on, and he skies it way up there to right, but settling under it, Joe Adell, and he gives way to Petey Halpin, and the center fielder makes the catch almost in straightaway right. When Halpin got over there, and with that big-time hang time on that pop-up, he made the catch.
Hunter Gaddis is the kind of pitcher that hitters, just by the looks of him, can't be comfortable in the box. He walked out of the clubhouse today when you were doing your interviews in shorts and a T-shirt, and he looked like he should be cutting lumber somewhere, not pitching tonight.
Here's Cole Carrig. The pitch to him, and it's swung on, and that's lifted down the left field line. Long run for Stephen Kwan, and it drops foul. Beyond his reach, 0-1. So Hunter Gaddis, a really good high school basketball player. Can you imagine trying to stop him coming down the lane?
I'm guessing he was a post player.
No.
Shooting guard.
Oh, my. In high school, that would be crazy. That's one of my biggest takeaways this week is how big these relievers for the Guardians are.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Carrig. And that's swung on and blasted foul deep down the right side, but a mile foul. And it's 0-2 on Carrig. Yeah, if a pickup basketball game breaks out with other bullpens, the Guardians in most cases would have the height advantage. Carrick's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. The rookie shortstop, switch hitter left side. Has a runner at first. Jake McCarthy, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, he got him to chase. That was that wicked slider from Hunter Gaddis.
Slider at 90 miles an hour. Perfect location. 0-2. Starts a little bit in the zone. Breaks out fast and late. Tough pitch for a lefty.
Now TJ Rumfield. He has the power to tie it with one swing. 4-2. Guardians lead here in the 8th. Gaddis delivers, and it's swung on, popped him up on the infield. The second baseman, Bazan, is under it, and he makes the catch a step or two into the outfield grass. Side retired. Good work by Hunter Gaddis. And this one heads to the 9th with the Guardians in front of the Rockies, 4-2.
Don't bust your knuckles, bust your nuts with PB Blaster. The #1 selling penetrant since 1957. It uses a unique capillary action that creeps up and around threads and cavities to break free rusted and corroded parts. Then it protects against further rust and corrosion. Use it on automotive, industrial, marine, plumbing, and other equipment. Blaster Corporation offers a full line of professional-grade products that are formulated to penetrate, lubricate, loosen, fix, and conquer each job. Use Blaster products and work it like a pro.
This season, PNC and the Guardians are going to bat for small business. This month's winning business is Jim Aleshi's Place. This family-owned and operated Italian import and specialty food store in Solon is best known for its deli, bakery, and catering. As a proud part of the Solon community since 1991, Aleshi's has served as a welcoming place where great food and community come together for lunch, catered events, and family celebrations. Come discover the taste of Italy by visiting their store at 32910 Solon Road today.
Peter & Company Jewelers in Avon Lake is family-owned and trusted for almost 40 years. From engagement rings that take her breath away to timeless pieces that celebrate every milestone. Stop in or go to peterjewelers.com. It's where Cleveland gets engaged.
There's no pass like gold, and there's no place like Cedar Point. Get a 2027 Gold Pass, just $115 for unlimited visits this year and next. Plus free parking, admission to Cedar Point Shores Water Park, Halloween weekends, and access to Kings Island, Canada's Wonderland, Six Flags Great America, and more. With a mile-long beach, kids areas, and a bucket list coaster collection, Cedar Point sets the gold standard for thrills. This Gold Pass price disappears after Labor Day. Buy yours now at cedarpoint.com. Plus applicable taxes and fees. Restrictions apply.
The Bloom Daddy Show. People want it. Monday afternoon at 3.
We will continue giving it to you.
On WTAM 1100.
Bottom third of the Guardians lineup due in the ninth inning with Cleveland in front 4-2. Juan Mejia with a second inning of work for Colorado. He'll face Travis Bazzana leading things off. Bazzana's 1 for 3. The pitch to him. Outside for ball 1. Now the save opportunities in the second half of the season, few and far between for Cade Smith, but we'll see him in the ninth. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Did he check it? He did not. 1-1 the count on Bazzana. Mejia with a 1-2-3 eighth inning. And the hard-throwing righty back out there now for the ninth. Here's his 1-1. Outside, 2-1. This message from our friends at Cleveland Clinic. The great shout out going to Lorraine Family Health Center tonight for everything they do to care for patients and families. That's the Lorraine Family Health Center. The 2-1 swung on, blasted foul deep down the left side, but well foul off the bat of Bazzana. Get to our injury report this half inning, presented by Elk & Elk Serious Lawyers. For serious injuries, call 1-800-ELK Ohio. Here's the 2-2 to Bazzana. He swings and bounces it to the first baseman. Up with it, Rumfield. He'll flip to the pitch recovering, and Mejia's there for the out. 1 away in the top half of the ninth inning. On that injury report for Cleveland, the injured list features Slade Ciccone. Arm fatigue, but he's been throwing bullpens and getting closer. Sean Armstrong with the calf injury. He's been able to throw, but he's on the 60-day IL, and that takes him to the end of September. Up to the plate, Patrick Bailey bounces one foul outside of first base. So it's 0-1. On the other side for the Rockies, their big injuries. Hunter Goodman, their all-star catcher, who has 34 home runs. But he has a shoulder issue and was just placed on the injured list earlier this week. Here's the 0-1. Waved at and missed. Quickly, it's 0-2 on Bailey.
Well, see, what do you think the move is when Ciccone, if it's just arm fatigue, he'll be back? Who moves out there in the bullpen?
You know what, Scott, and I know you lived this as a player. 0-2 the count. Here it comes. Waved at and missed. Bailey is down on strikes. Until a player is ready to go, I don't think they really worry about it too much, because usually those things have a way of kind of taking care of themselves. Things change from day to day, week to week. Yeah. So somehow it'll work itself out. I wouldn't even begin to speculate at this point. Might be fun to do that. See if it works.
But it is fun.
Yeah, Petey Alpin
right.
steps
Someone else will come up.
He takes a pitch down low. And it's amazing how that usually works itself out. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Mejia. And that's swung on and grounded foul outside of first. Now, the one thing in play, September 1st, every team can add one pitcher and one position player under the new roster expansion rules from a couple of years ago.
So that can fix it right there. Add one more arm out there to the bullpen.
2 down, bases empty in the ninth. The pitch to Halpin, outside for a ball. If you're looking ahead, bottom of the ninth, it'll be Connor Norby, Willie Castro, and Troy Johnston, with 4 right-handed pinch hitters on the bench to face right-hander Cade Smith. There's a swing and a liner foul outside of third. 2-2 the count. Guardians up 4-2. Top half of the ninth inning. Halpin has lined to second, lined to right, and bounced to second. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. And Halpin's had a nice stretch here of 4 consecutive starts. And that's kind of been his season when he's been in the major leagues. He'll sit for a week and then all of a sudden get a run of starting assignments. The 3-2 swung on, chopped foul. And we'll do it again. And Petey was saying before the game tonight in his locker that it doesn't matter to him. He's ready to go. If they need him to start every day, obviously he loves it, but he's ready even when he's not playing because he could get called upon on a moment's notice. He wants to make sure he's good to go. The 3-2. Way upstairs, ball 4, and Halpin draws the walk.
Good B by Halpin right there. Good take your base on balls. Hitters, generally, they don't like, he's saying the right things. I'll play whenever, whatever they need me for. But everyone I've ever known, much easier when you know you're playing every day. The game just kind of slows down for you, and when you get in a bat here and there, it's tough.
Stephen Kwan steps in, takes a pitch down low for a ball. Well, make no mistake, he said it's not easy, but he said he's doing everything he can to be effective because he knows that's his role right now. So he has to be good at it, or try to be. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball to the second baseman. Norby flips to the bag in time for the force, and the side is retired. So we head to the bottom of the ninth. Cade Smith time for the Guardians. They lead it 4-2 on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Medical Mutual knows small businesses are a big deal. That's why they partner with the Council of Smaller Enterprises, better known as COSI, to offer health benefit options for companies with 1 to 50 employees. The COSI benefit plan provides the same great benefits as large corporations, but on a small group budget. Join more than 7,900 small businesses that offer the COSI benefit plan to their employees. Talk to your broker or visit COSIbenefitplan.com/join now. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
Back to savings at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a free MicroGuard Select oil filter when you buy 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic Motor Oil. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Hi, it's Bill Wills. We'll talk about the series with Tom Hamilton Monday morning, 8:45, WTAM 1100.
Check out the Toyota Grand Highlander. It has a full-size third row, 3 different powertrains, and much more. Grand Highlander at your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Bottom of the ninth inning, 4-2. Cade Smith is on to try and close it out for the Guardians. Connor Norby, right-handed batter, the first to face him, and Smith lets it fly and blows the fastball right by him for strike 1. Started him off at 97 miles an hour with the heat. Smith with the 0-1, swung on, lashed foul off the netting on the first base side, and quickly it's 0-2. What a year for Cade Smith again. 54 appearances, 32 saves. Here's the 0-2, swung on, and there's a high fly ball to deep left. Back is Stephen Kwan at the wall, he leaps, and that ball is gone, a home run. And just like that, it's a 1-run game. For Connor Norby, that's his 5th home run on the season. And Smith is greeted rudely here tonight. Looked like maybe a splitter that hung just a little bit. And all of a sudden, it's 4-3 Cleveland. The pitch to Willie Castro on the outside corner, strike 1. Now this one just got tense.
It changed the tone a little bit, but, good sign is right back to strike one.
And now it's strike two as the pitch is fouled off back into the net. Cade Smith on the year. His record 3-1. His ERA 2.21. And his next pitch is line caught by the second baseman. Bazzano with a leaping grab at second. One down. Now Troy Johnston, the designated hitter, he has some pop. Already tonight, 2 for 3 with an RBI double. The big number that jumps out for Cade Smith, 80 strikeouts in 57 innings. Here's his pitch, and it's swung on and missed. There's the good splitter from Smith.
A pitch that I would say from the knees down, unhittable to all major league hitters. Which is why Johnston now wants a timeout to regroup after seeing that pitch.
Now you see that splitter, you know the 100-mile-an-hour fastball's in there, as well as the nasty slider. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to left near the line. Chasing it is Kwan. Makes the catch in fair territory for the second out here in the ninth. Guardians 1 out away from their third straight win. Brett Sullivan will bat. The left-handed hitting catcher, who's 0 for 3 on the night. 7 home runs on the season for Sullivan. Cade Smith delivers, and his pitch is a strike on the inside corner. 98-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Cade Smith. Outfield deep, playing Sullivan to pull. Half of Colorado is the gap in left center. My goodness. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Stephen Kwan just about straight away in left, but Petey Halpin way over to right center. And now a challenge for the Guardians. And it is a strike. Patrick Bailey having a good night on his challenges. So it's 0-2. Smith can end it right here. The big right-hander sets. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Guardians win again. This time a nail-biter by a final score of 4-3.
In baseball, you win with a bullpen you can trust. On the job site, you win with equipment that is ready to go when you are. Ohio Cat Rentals works just as hard as you do, bringing dependable rental equipment from skid steers to scissor lifts to keep your job on track and your crew moving. No strikes, no outs, just solid machines that show up and get to work. With Ohio Cat behind you, you've got the support to knock your project out of the park. Visit ohiocat.com to buy or rent. Ohio Cat, proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
A lot of businesses are in a pinch right now. They need more workers to keep things running, but they're not ready to hire anyone full-time. If you're one of those businesses, you might consider flexible labor from Minuteman Staffing. Minuteman has over 50 years' experience providing light industrial and warehouse workers in Northeast Ohio. They're ready for the job with drug screens and background checks. And Minuteman handles all the workers' comp and payroll. Reach out to them today. MinutemenInc.com.
More flavors, more indulgence, more reasons to choose Perry's ice cream. Richer, creamier, real ice cream in every scoop makes Perry's a home run combination. Whether you're watching the Guardians at home or at the ballpark. From curated classics to bold originals and everything in between, Perry's has a flavor for you. Make every day a winner and treat yourself to Perry's at Progressive Field or find us at your local retailer today. Perry's is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Swing and a miss, 97 miles an hour. What a job by Cade Smith.
Your Cleveland Guardians battle the Kansas City Royals in a 3-game series August 28th through the 30th. Lock in your seats today at CLEGuardians.com.
Make WTAM 1100 a preset on our free iHeartRadio app and listen to Guardians Baseball.
Jim Rosenhaus, along with Scott Bales, back in Denver at Coors Field following a 4-3 Guardians victory tonight in Game 2 of this 3-game series. The Guardians have won the first two, and Scott, the first two wins for the Guardians, but they couldn't be any different in terms of the type of games.
This one didn't feel real comfortable right up to that last swing. Yesterday I felt pretty good about it, even though they said 9-1, they're not comfortable. I was pretty comfortable last night. Tonight, any bloop in a blast, any walk could have been a difference in the game, but really excited for Tanner Bybee to get that win, another quality start, and he needs it. The Guardians need it, and, they can't go the rest of the year winning one and losing one, winning one, losing. They got to win series every week, every series, and good start to this one.
And you feel like these are the type of games that might be more common down the stretch.
Oh yeah, pitching and what I've thought about the Guardians all year is they have as good a starting five as any team in the major leagues, and if you can get in the playoffs, that's going to play. But they got to get there.
Great to see you as always. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Good morning in the morning.
That is Scott Bales, former Cleveland Indians pitcher from back in the 1980s, filling in for Tom Hamilton on this early portion of the road trip. Hammy back on Friday when the team returns home. And we will be back with Guardians wrap-up shortly. But first, our final numbers from this one. The Guardians a winner tonight by a final score of 4-3 with 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Cleveland left 6 men on base, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. And it was 5 men left on for Colorado. Tanner Bybee with win number 5. He's now 5-13. Cade Smith with his 33rd save. And the loss tonight to the rookie, Gabriel Hughes, who falls to 0-5. The time of game, 2 hours, 27 minutes. Paid crowd, 39,327 here at Coors Field. Stay with us. It's Guardians Wrap-Up, and it comes your way next.
Cleveland Guardians Baseball has been brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. When defying the odds is your aim, the right care can change everything. By Progressive. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. By Dollar Bank, proud banking partner of the Cleveland Guardians. By Marathon. Join Marathon Rewards today and start earning on every fill-up. Cleveland Guardians Baseball, also brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians. By Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care, your #1 choice for tires and service repair.
Need a quick dinner in between games or practices? Try Rana Pasta. Our ravioli and tortellini are created with delicate pasta and premium ingredients like fresh vegetables and creamy ricotta. Best of all, our pasta can be made in under 5 minutes with 3 easy steps. Make a meal that will be a real grand slam. Find our products today in the refrigerated section at your local Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians.
You'll find everything you need.
Get ready, Cleveland. Experience the wildest show in baseball as the Party Animals bring their one-of-a-kind high-energy entertainment to Progressive Field on Friday, September 25th and Saturday, September 26th. Catch every trick play and over-the-top moment from the ballpark's most exclusive spaces, including the luxurious Lexus Carnegie Club, high-energy KeyBank North Coast Social, Echo Victory Club, private suites, and SeatGeek infield boxes right near the action. Premium inventory is limited and moving fast. Lock in your seats today at premium.cleguardians.com.
The Guardians Wrap-Up Show is brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. For everyone, everywhere, for every care in the world. By Progressive. Bundle home and auto and save at progressive.com. By Bet365, where winning is everything. The Guardians Wrap-Up Show also brought to you by Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians.
Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver, where the Guardians are winners tonight by a final score of 4-3 over the Colorado Rockies, taking the first two games of this series now. Jim Rosenhaus along with you as the Guardians winners tonight. We'll have the Honda Drive It Home game summary in just a little bit. Hear from manager Stephen Vogt, maybe some others too, we'll see. But first, the all-important Northeast Ohio Ford dealers out-of-town scoreboard. And for the Guardians and all you scoreboard watchers out there, a lot of good news tonight, and made possible, of course, by a Guardians win first as they take care of business on the field to improve to 64 and 66 on the year. The first-place White Sox in the American League Central Division, they lost at home tonight to the Mets. New York 10, Chicago 5, and as a result, the Guardians now just 3.5 back of the White Sox in the battle for the top spot in the division. Now, other scores that impact the postseason race, the Texas Rangers tonight, they were home to the Los Angeles Angels, and the Angels shut out Texas 3-0 in Arlington, and that means the Guardians have moved into a tie for that third and final wild card playoff spot in the American League. However, Texas owns the tiebreaker. They won the season series. So we'll see how that plays out over the final month of the season. Other games that impact the standings in terms of the wild card chase. Detroit loses again at Kansas City this time. 3-1 your final score there. And the Tigers continue to fade as they are now 3.5 back of Cleveland in that wild card playoff chase. All right, some of the other finals from around baseball earlier today. The Red Sox a winner at Fenway over the Giants 3-2. It was Seattle 5, the Cubs 4. That game out in Seattle. And the Mariners hanging around. They remain 2 games back of the Guardians in the wild card playoff chase. Other action, the Dodgers a winner at home against Pittsburgh 4-3, the final score from Dodger Stadium. Final from Houston, the Athletics, they beat the Astros 4-3. Final in 10, Baltimore with a big win tonight. They beat Tampa Bay at Camden Yards 3-2, the final score there. So the Orioles remain just a game back of the Guardians in the wild card chase. Over in the National League, the Phillies hammered St. Louis 12-3 in Philadelphia. Miami a 4-2 winner at home tonight over Washington. It was the Brewers 4, the Braves 1, that game in Milwaukee. The Blue Jays stayed in the hunt as they beat the Yankees in New York 4-3. Toronto playing good baseball. They're just a half game back of Cleveland for that third and final wild card spot. The Twins, who came into play tied with the Guardians today, they're out in San Diego, and it's Minnesota 5, the Padres 2 in the top half of the 7th inning. One other game, the Reds lead the Diamondbacks 11-5 in Phoenix, bottom of the 8th inning. Of note, J.J. Bleday has hit for the cycle for Cincinnati, the 8th player to do that in the long, long history of Cincinnati Reds baseball. That's your out-of-town scores brought to you by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. There'll be a quiz on the standings and all the implications of tonight's out-of-town scores in just a little bit. But first, when we come back, it's the Honda Drive It Home game summary. Guardians a winner here, 4-3 in Denver.
TTX is proud to be an official technology partner of the Cleveland Guardians. For over 40 years, we've learned, adapted, and invested in relationships as IT and voice technologies have evolved into new opportunities for businesses. But what we've learned most is that IT leaders are often the unsung heroes of Ohio's best companies and organizations, and that behind every great solution are great people. Find us on the web at ttx-inc.com. TTX, technically, people matter.
Get ready for summer with a new patio set during Wayside Furniture's Outdoor Furniture Special Purchase Event. Wayside bought several truckloads of severely discounted high-quality outdoor furniture, and we're offering them to you at below market prices. Save on the latest designs, easy care fabrics, exceptional durability, and weather-resistant construction. Plus, ask about bonus cash discounts or special financing. Hurry in, all sales final. Wayside Furniture in Akron, keeping it local since 1937.
juice from the future? We all grew up on fruit punch, apple juice, orange juice, you name it. Tasted great, but let's be real. You can't drink that all day without getting weighed down by sugar. Loom reprogrammed that with Juice Hydration. It's lighter, keeps you going, and still hits those nostalgic flavors you grew up with. Just made for right now. Available at Discount Drug Mart, the official drugstore of the Cleveland Guardians.
You'll find everything you need.
The next pitch, DeLauder hammers one high, deep to right. There she goes, halfway up the bleachers and right.
Nothing beats a summer Friday night under the ballpark lights. Catch the Guardians and Royals on Friday, August 28th, featuring Sugardale Dollar Dogs, $2 Miller Lite pregame, and Phantom fireworks after the final out thanks to Hyundai. Plus, 10,000 fans will take home a throwback 1970s t-shirt thanks to Cleveland State University. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Welcome back to Guardians Wrap-Up. Guardians win it tonight, 4-3 over the Rockies. And this one was scoreless heading to the fourth inning. But in the fourth, the Guardians unleashed the fury of Joe Adell as Chase DeLauder walked to open the inning. Then it was Jose Ramirez with a single, and Adell, who has been hammering the baseball since joining the Guardians at the trade deadline, he did it again here in Denver. Hughes back to work. Here's his pitch. Swung on, and that's hammered. And deep left field, way on out of here. Home run, Joe Adell. And the Guardians take a 3-0 lead. Well, Adell hit the longest home run of his major league career on the last homestand. He may have surpassed it right there. My goodness. Fourth for the Guardians, 20th on the season for Adell, and his fine year continues, and he has proven to be a huge acquisition for Cleveland. So 3-0 Guardians, but the Rockies would chip away. They scored a run in the bottom of the fourth inning on an RBI double by Troy Johnston. Then a home run by Mickey Moniak, his 21st of the year, in the fifth inning, made it a one-run ball game. In the sixth, the Guardians added insurance. Joe Adell with a leadoff